Did I do it? That's the question. It looks like I did. That's good. Probably. Alright, so... Gonna throw this at this, and then this there, with that and them, these and those. No one knows. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Then... Yeah, let me actually, before I do anything else. Yeah, cool. And then I'm gonna tag here in my server. Because I might as well. Deep. Yeah, I don't care. I like how Discord warns me that I'm about to send it to 48 people. Like, I had no fucking idea. Thank you for informing me that I'm mass tagging people when that's why I did the thing I did. Now time to wait for some people to roll in. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna post this on Fava Babe. Alright. Gonna wait for at least one viewer. It's registering that I have 0 concurrent viewers right now. If you are a viewer of this, feel free to use the chat to inform me, because there's a possibility that YouTube is not informing me. Anyway, alright, so this is the Vlogstream. This is where I address comments that have been made on the contents that I've been putting out during the week. He feels unperson troll with a purpose. Hello! I'm going to go to my channel, blah blah. Yeah, let's do it that way. Is? Alright. So I'm gonna go to my my comments here and pull them up, and whatever I can get addressed in the next probably half an hour, I will do, because I don't think this is gonna last very long, because almost nobody is here. Also, it's dropped to 0 concurrent viewers. So, if you're still there, troll with a purpose, it is saying you are not. Alright, so it looks like I've got people in the chat, but 0 concurrent viewers in my thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that there are people here, and I'm not talking to a void. Alright, so it's been a bit since my last stream, so I'm gonna have to go down to the comments that I haven't. Spontaneous order on the one where I'm back vlog stream says bus did 9/11. Damn that bus. Spud Ruckus says all good. No worries about the response time. Life happens. Yep. Yeah. On Academic Agent is mad about women's abs. Vlog 63. In the movie Scoob, I'm pretty sure it's Scoob, Simon Powell says roughly, that a team can only be as strong as its weakest link. So all members should be as strong as they could be. Yes, yeah, yes. See? That's how it should be. And it pisses me off when people don't see it that way. If you're weak, like, on purpose, and you're trying to say that you're saving civilization, legitimately fuck you. Zombie Guy on the same video says, if society collapses because of fit women, then the society didn't deserve to exist in the first place. Brava. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so thumb and heart on both of those. Ryan Howe says 2 things. I remember Academic Agent from the time he threw a bunch of people under the bus just because one $5 patron threatened to withdraw. What? What? Oh, dude, I have to find out about that. Please send me more information. My eyes need it. He also says, and speaking of anti-Semitism, I'm fairly certain that this $5 patron was an alt-writer. Ooh! Dude, I want to make something on that. That'd be fucking hilarious to make content about. Thumb and heart on all of that shit. Let me know if you can send me information about it. Earth Nerd says, I am convinced that men who have an issue with fit women are seeking to abuse them in likely a physical way. Yeah. Yeah. They want somebody subservient they can push around. Not somebody who could strength for strength match them. That's why they're afraid of people like Ronda Rousey. It's fucking pathetic. Really strongly bad. Also, let me thumb and heart that. David Errol Hickman. Again? He says he's starting this comment with again. I don't remember talking to you. He says, I'm assuming because he says you muppet, he's being British, so, again, you muppet, this was never about women having abs. It is and was always about the man's attitude to those abs. This is not a question of women being fit, but of men simping to stronger women. And by the looks of ya, abs are definitely not your strong suit. FFS, why are so many critics so dumb? That's bullshit. Because, to be very specific, you don't know how strong these men are. You don't know. These were a bunch of anonymous commenters, motherfucker. You don't know that. And to say that you do, is just bullshit. It was never about weaker men simping for stronger women. Never. And that's still not an argument that women shouldn't be, and that's exactly what he said. Women should stay in their lane because they're designed for a specific purpose and role. That's what Academic Agent wants you to think. Like, fuck out of here with that shit, bitch. Want to question my abs? Is that you in your profile picture, or is some other bald guy? Fucking bitch. Tevi USMC on my theft video says Mo roads. Yes. Mo roads must be preserved. I'm going to say must be preserved. Vampiric Agorist on the same video says, don't put your valuables in safe deposit boxes. If you're worried about security, it's honestly better to bury anything you're worried about losing in the wilderness somewhere. Just remember coordinates and try to avoid spots people go treasure hunting. I will not co-sign that. I feel like it's missing a few parts, especially like the fact that you would really do best if you have that kind of valuables. You probably also have that kind of like house money or something like that. Just bury it in your own backyard and put a garden over it. You don't need to do this complex stuff. But I will thumb and heart that because it's true. Safe deposit boxes are a racket. Academic Agent Video as well. Cold Highway, longtime supporter, also boosts my content on Twitter. Thank you for that again, by the way. I saw a screenshot from Mike Cernovich. Shit, I filtered it in my head. I'm so used to saying Mike Cernovich that like it came out that way when I wasn't thinking about it. Mike Cernovich, because he's blocked me. Yeah, he blocked me on my old account too, because I fucking I mocked him in the same way that I'm mocking in this video, saying that trad Twitter is full of shit, saying that real trads wouldn't be on Twitter, period. They wouldn't be wasting time on social media. They're in their churches and other places. What's interesting is, at least in my observation in female bodybuilding circles, is that some of them have right-wing views, pro-cop, pro-Israel, bomb the Middle East. And if not right-wing, they're not fans of liberals. I've made similar observations among porn stars as well, so it's amazing when people like AA wag their fingers at them. It reminds me of something that went around on Twitter. Most Twitter Nazis would be declared unpure, while most Twitter commies would be sent to the gulag. Then there is the fetish of Sparta, and its society that many of them have. CJ Kilmer of Dangerous History shed some light on how Sparta really was. We'll check that out, because that's probably based. Trolls, gorilla mindset. Dude. Oh, I forgot that's what he calls it. Gorilla mindset. Oh shit. Alright. Shit. Okay. Thumbed and hearted, and I will check out that video later. Yeah, dude. So many examples of fat Nazis. Dude, so many. So many examples of people who would be considered gluttonous and like degenerate. Fucking so many people who have art in their own personal computers that would have been put in the degenerate art display and used as a way to like otherize people. They are the others. They just want excuses for being racist as well. Like, holy shit. And like so many communists are like dismissive of every single point made by people like Marx and made by people like Proudhon and Kropotkin and Bakunin and all these really great people on the left, because that's too hard. It's too hard to live authentically leftist. So that's fucking hilarious. Mr. Knight on theft says it's literally just slavery with a few extra steps. This is legit what Rick Sanchez did. Yeah. And then Daniel Launer says fucking anti-Semite JK. I think maybe he's referencing something where people like to call me an anti-Semite because I'm against the Bankster conspiracy. I don't know what he's referencing specifically, though, so I'm not gonna thumb quite yet. If he wants to hit me up on social media, he can. I checked these two links already because they looked suspicious, but they're just YouTube links to songs which are good, so here's some thumbs on my yelling about the Fed for 35 minutes. I just watched this whole thing, man. You have it right in the door. I've been hearing a lot of this same stuff listening to Jerome Powell's speeches. What decentralization options are you exploring to protect yourself? Okay, so the first thing is get your fucking shit off Google as much as possible. These videos, this stream is backed up to library, and you will be able to find it in the library blockchain, even if Google decides that my account shouldn't exist anymore. So things like that, like your social presence, should at least have a backup somewhere that you can have more freedom on and be like speak your mind on. Also, cryptocurrency. I have a Coinomi wallet. I have that wallet, which is a fuck ton of assets potential, and it fits in your pocket. It's like on your phone, it's on your computer. You can use Coinomi wallet like anywhere you are. It's very very effective, and it also like lets you engage with a lot more of alternative economies because of the amount of and variety. Sorry, I should really say, of options they do. Anything on the blockchain, you know. I mean, free search, for instance, has crypto rewards for a decentralized and multi-engine search bar. Um, you know, there's a lot of stuff involved in that space. Additionally, try to reduce your dependence on major chains like Walmart as much as possible. Try to reduce it on Amazon. I've found local stores that sell stuff that I thought would be expensive anywhere else for relatively cheap, and I might start going there primarily, especially since they're fucking like closer to me. Um, like I went to this niche Asian market in the city I'm in, right? And it's fucking a tiny building, and like it has so much in it at prices that are actually reasonable. So I have plans to go back there at some point, and buy a bunch of bulk shit that I can't even find at other places. And this is like just one example, you know? Like you can go to a thrift store instead of buying Amazon stuff. I got this shirt at a thrift store. It's normally like $120 something, and I got it for like $1.10 maybe by weight. It's probably even less. I would say something maybe closer to 50 or 60 cents, but my point is that it's really fucking good quality, and I got it there. And I didn't have to seek a centralized entity for it. You can do this in any town. There are thrift stores everywhere. And it also moves you into the circular economy, where instead of buying something new, and relying on a central power to produce something new, to mine the resources, to bring it to you, you're already there with it because it's already where you are. Um, there's like you can garden. We have a garden in the back of the house. I'm about to make some squash soup with some of the Asian shit that I got. Uh, Doenjang, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna make some pseudo miso with that. Reuse everything so that you won't have to go buy things a lot. Um, you know, put your communications in a place where you can communicate even if they cut off your cell access, or even if like the grid is down. I plan to get this radio set up that also hooks into a map app on your phone to broadcast your location so that I can do squad movements if I need to boog without any actual like like sort of restrictions on me. There's lots of stuff like that, and it doesn't just do it that way either. Like it feeds the information into your phone, right? So if the grid is down, or if you need to have your phone off grid, so you switch off all the sensors, all of them. What it'll do is it'll like check where you are by your radio. T-Rex Arms has a great video on this. It's where I learned it. It'll check your location by GPS on the radio and tell you where you are on a phone that's completely disconnected. And since people aren't monitoring the radio waves typically, they're not gonna hear your little that says where you are, and you can move from that location anyway relatively quickly. It's fucking legit. If I figure out how to use this, I'll make a TikTok or whatever. By the way, I do a lot of TikToks now. Insanity is free. So like all that stuff, try to have a setup where you don't have to go to a gym in order to stay fit. There's convict conditioning for body strength training, body weight strength training. There's also like the suspension trainer I use. There's a ton of stuff that you can do just at home. And that's what I would recommend. I would recommend having enough that you can stay fit if you need to go. My suspension trainer, it can fit in my backpack if I ever need to be like just on the move. This thing is compact as fuck. I can fit that in my bag. And I can, have a gym wherever I go, right? So that kind of thing. There's a lot of little things. Maybe someday I'll do a full rundown of all the stuff I do that's decentralized already. But, like, there's a lot of examples that I could give. I hope that helps. I don't know. Thumb and heart. Also, I don't know. Alright, cool. On the same video, the End the Fed video, I wonder how long until people realize it's actually the Fed that's screwing up the economy. That was Mr. Knight. Yeah. I mean, I think on some level people already know it, but they don't care as long as they can still get what they, like, baseline need from the economy. As long as it can replace the job security it already had. Well, it already promised them anyway. Didn't have, clearly. Ian B, on my yelling at Elon Musk for 40 minutes video, that was vlog 33, that's half the vlogs ago, says, I'm not an anarchist yet, LOL, but dude, I get so much crap for popping people's bubble regarding their idol Elon. It's so stupid. At least I'm not alone. The right needs to get off their Elon idolization, it's so gross. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yo, I got into shit today on Twitter.com because I had the audacity to fucking, like, go against Elon goddamn Musk. And one of the reasons that people got mad at me is that I said he's socially awkward and he fails a lot. Yeah, that's a fucking problem. When other people rely on you to not fail, don't fuck things up. But his businesses constantly fail. His propositions are constantly shuttered. And he ultimately fucks over a lot of people. Yeah, fuck Elon Musk. And just, like, being socially awkward, that was just my response as to why people like him. Because the people who like him are also socially awkward. It's not saying socially awkward is a bad thing necessarily, although you should try to improve your social interaction capability. But what it is saying, what it goddamn is saying, and what I'm not fucking wrong about, is that a lot of socially awkward people want to think that they can still make it without trying to improve their social interaction capability, and because of that, they impression onto somebody like Elon Musk, who seems to have made it without ever improving that. That was my point. Did you know that Elon Musk has hair transplants? I just wanted to say that. Yeah, thumb and heart on that one too. So I'm down to one concurrent viewer. I'm hoping that's Vampiric Agorist or Earth Nerd. Earth Nerd in chat says circular economy. Yes, yeah. I want people to get more into that, and I also want people to use it as a way to avoid the state, because the state is the state and corporations. The corporations are creations of the state, and they do the state's bidding. So you would do best to get as far away from that as possible. Vampiric Agorist says, I was trying to be memey and serious with that comment. I didn't literally believe you should try to bury your stuff in random spots. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I was mainly just trying to get across that putting your stuff in a government facility is less secure than something like literally burying valuables in the woods. Yes. Yeah. So Hootie says it's a lot of people. Man, fuck YouTube. Holy shit. Fuck YouTube. Man. That's very irritating. Anyway. Also, I have a comment in my server that I want to get to. So, Better Than You in my server says, please address the comment I made earlier in response to your CPS taking children being theft take. I already addressed that, but basically he was saying that I shouldn't have phrased it in that way because children aren't property, so they can't be stolen. So that video is sort of, and that's the reason I used like normie thumbnail. I wanted to attract normie eyes. I wanted to get people who hadn't already seen this perspective laid out. I wanted to get them on the video. I acknowledge 100% that it was poor phrasing on my part, to phrase it that way. But it was poor phrasing to try and appeal to the sort of person who uses that phrasing as well. They took my kids is something you hear a lot, right? And that's like the thing that people say in regards to this stuff. I didn't want to bust that part of the paradigm before even getting into addressing what was wrong with it, you know? I wanted to address what was wrong with it, and then maybe if they wanted to stick around for peaceful and respectful parenting things, they could hear more about why they don't actually own their kids. But I will acknowledge that it doesn't look good for somebody who does believe that children own themselves to say that. So, yeah, I mean, I will acknowledge that. I could have phrased it better. I was also exhausted, and, like, there was no script. I was pretty much just, there were some notes that I was reading, the tiny little paragraph of notes on a notepad app, because I'm fucking old, and, that notepad app gave me enough fodder that I could basically go off about things. That's how I do this a lot. Like, I'll have just a square of bullshit on my screen, and then I'll just, like, address those bullshit squares point by point. But yeah, I did phrase that poorly. 100%. I 100% acknowledge that. Troll with a Purpose says, children are free to choose the free candy van. I'm going to discourage any children I encounter from going into random strangers' vehicles, for sure. That doesn't mean that I don't think they own themselves. It means that I think, like every other human, they should make better decisions with what they do with their property. You know? That's what autonomy is. It's not freedom from criticism, and it's not freedom from advice about what you do with yourself or what you own. It's like freedom to be who you want to be, regardless of what people say. So that's the general truth. Yeah, it looks like I'm in under half an hour. I'm gonna check again. There was a comment on library, but it was also very fucking long, and I think it would take me way longer to address that than a vlog stream. So instead of that, I'm going to be making a full-on video about it, because that's what I do when I have way too much to respond to. So that's my plan. And basically the comment was something similar to, the FSP is realistic. They're actually doing things. You said that they're not doing things and you want things to be done. What actually do you want to be done? And there's a lot to unpack there. So keep an eye out for that video. I also had requests for two things which are just long subjects as well. Like, in general, so like yesterday, I fucking had people send me things they wanted me to talk about, but one of them was just permaculture. That's a video topic, you know? And the other one was Walter Block's Anarchist Defense of Israel, I think. That's also just a video topic, especially since I haven't actually read that. So my plan is to read the Walter Block piece first before a lot of this other stuff, and come out with an actual video on it, rather than try to ad hoc, like, look through it in this stream. I think that'd be a lot more constructive and permanent way of doing this. Troll of the Purpose in chat says, trans activist school counselors are the free candy vans. No. I mean, some of them are, sure, but you're more likely to get raped by, like, a principal or a bus driver or something like that. The school system entirely is fucked up. And you know, just to be real, like, pointed about this, the vast majority of boys getting raped in schools goes unreported. And when it does get reported, they don't get people saying, oh wow, I'm sorry that happened to you. Because it's usually a woman who does it. They're like, hey, fucking high five, motherfucker. That's, I'm jealous. You got lucky. fucking it's so gross. It's incredible bad, but people do it anyway because they want to snow the issue that men are constantly abused and have to shut the fuck up and take it. Yeah. They're getting used to the adult world for sure. Unless she's over 30. No, even then, it happens so much, and no charges, or she's just fired or something. And the entire media picks the most fucking attractive picture of her to post as their thumbnail, so there's like, oh yeah, dude, hey, haha, you did it, good for you, you're becoming a man. Fucking worthless garbage humans. Yeah. That's a subjective trigger for me, because I've been told my entire life to knuckle under and just take shit, and no, you shouldn't. You don't have to, and it's unhealthy. If you've like, fucking Sonic says, if somebody tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you uncomfortable, that's no good. Fucking, just that's all you need. You don't need some fucking bitch telling you that this is okay because she's a chick and conventionally attractive. And also, fuck conventionally attractive. I want somebody who can kill for the family. I don't want somebody who's, like, frail and thin and princess-like. Fuck Disney. Holy shit, fuck Disney's interpretation of women. Ugh! I am not attracted at all to Cinderella. Or Snow White, or any of these people. Fucking royalty? You want me to simp for royalty? No thank you. I will not lick the boot even if it is in the shape of a fucking crystal slipper. I could go off on that. I should make a vlog about that. That might be tomorrow's subject. It was much less common when the boys were punished. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Mr. Knight says, some teachers over 30 can be pretty good looking. I don't think the age of the teacher matters. It's bad regardless of the age. I think what Troll was saying was that the media only cares if they're, like, younger. Or, well, sorry, older. Then they can put some hag on the screen. Troll the Purpose says, because we're allowed to hold boys accountable. Not sure what you're saying there. But, I mean, I agree with that. Chicks get away with everything. Like, as soon as you put something in outside the non-protected category, suddenly everybody else is just snowed from criticism. It's why I get called an ableist, because I dared to correct somebody's typos in a joking fashion when they came after me with zero substance about a tweet I posted. Fucking, you know, that's the state we're in. You can't criticize jack fucking shit because everybody has some sort of mental disorder, and if you criticize anyone with a mental disorder at all ever, you're fucking bigoted, ableist, etc. Doesn't matter the context, doesn't matter if they could choose to improve, that's just it. Fuck you. Like, that's why I made my bipolar video, because somebody fucked with me in a server and tried to say that my bipolarism isn't a disorder, it's not a disability, because it doesn't stop me from working, and because it doesn't severely impact my life. Like, bitch, you don't know me. And this person was trying to say that I was an ableist and a Nazi because I told him to get a job. And I told him to get a job because he told me that anarchy is ableist because he can't get his government check in anarchy for his disability. So he will starve. You're on Discord all day, and you can't type for a job. Okay. Yeah, anarchy is what's ableist, not you for encouraging an ableist system that constantly victimizes disabled people. Next time a cop, like, tases somebody because they were having a seizure, that's on you. Next time a cop shoots somebody for, like, having an autistic episode, that's on you. You're the ableist, bitch. I could go off on that person for hours. Anyway, that's what these streams are like for new subscribers who are showing up to these streams for the first time. Anyway, if nobody else has anything they want me to address in the chat, then Yeah, this was a wrap. Feel free to throw things at the chat. My company hires remotely and we need writers. Yeah! Yeah. Well, hey, I might apply. Depends on what the writing is. Um, but this person is fucking loserish in every capacity. Holy shit. Anyway. That. Yeah, and the funny part is that literally this person was triggering my bipolarism, and I chose not to work because I got tunnel vision about it. It doesn't affect me, though. I should just shut up and stop being ableist by saying bipolarism is bad. That it doesn't help me some of the time. Mr. Knight says I might, depending how I'm paid. Yeah. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm going to be putting out more content next week. I also have things on TikTok as well. So, I don't know, maybe I'll include the comments from TikTok, but I feel like if I start to do well on TikTok, there's going to be like 800,000 comments per everything, because that's how TikTok operates. So I'm not sure that it would be feasible with TikTok. I think like my long form platforms are just where I'm going to get my comments to reply to from. Probably. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm going to drink some water here. If there's nothing y'all would like me to talk about before the stream is down, I'm going to end it relatively soon here. And of course, feel free to follow me places. Feel free to read my articles, new one soon, on AgoristNexus. I'm also working on a couple documentaries, one of them for Stateless Productions, one of them for Agnex, and there's a lot in the works. So with all that being said, I think this stream went reasonably, probably. I'm going to... Oh, thanks for the stream, y'all. Have an excellent evening. You as well. I'm going to go call my family. I have a weekly call I do with them to keep in touch. It's always important to, if possible, without damaging yourself, stay in touch with your roots. Always good. Be well, all, and most importantly, grow out your abs, get sound money, and smash the fucking state.